Evening, everybody. Rob, reseller guy here, coming to you with the latest update on selling things so far. Sorry, I got a bug or something flying in front of me. Sold 2 more parts off that weed eater that I got the idea from Paul Apollonia about selling stuff that you think is junk or not worth anything. So again, thanks to Paul. Sold the weed eater head. I sold the handle. Not too long ago I sold the carburetor, and I think prior to that I sold another piece off of it. I'm not sure. Have been selling pieces off the washer machine that I took apart, the one we had here that actually crapped out at after 14 years. Making some, couple. I think I probably made $40 off that thing so far. I can't complain. $40 I didn't have. And then right behind me, I scrapped out, taking parts off that Konica Minolta Biz Hub C500. Now I've been putting the motors on eBay, although I think they're priced a little high. They're like this thing right here. These little, I don't know what they're called. This one is a Type K, Japan Servo Company. This thing right here probably weighs a good 3 or 4 pounds. Got that one. I've got about, 10 of those right now on eBay. Got this little one here. So, I'm going to list them on there. And I also have more little fans. This one came out. This one's a pretty good one. This one is a pretty, like a side vent one. I don't know how you want to call that, but that came out of that Konica. And one thing that surprised the hell out of me that came out of that Konica, that big old printer, a hard drive. So I'm going to scrap that out. That's going into my gold processing pile that I'm going to sell on eBay. I scrapped out yesterday HP laptop. Not a lot of stuff in that thing, not a lot of gold, but it was my daughter's old computer that took a poop out of it, and so I decided to scrap it out, although I don't know if that's gold or not. I'm not going to process it off. But another thing I noticed off this printer, this one's pretty much just for scrap metal. It's got a lot of brass in it, or not brass, sorry, copper. Some heat sinks on there that are probably I'm going to take off and scrap. But one thing I did notice, the fingers in here are gold. This big board here, I don't know what that chip is right. You guys can see it with that gold stripe on the edge of it right there. I've seen these on scrappy guys with E-Waste guy out of Australia, and there's another guy back up in Canada. Sorry, my eye got dust in my eye. I think that's a pretty good board, or at least that's worth it. But then we got these little things, those little memory chips. I don't know what they're called, but see them right there in the slots. I know those have gold fingers on them, so that'll be good there. I'll take those off and process it. Then we got this one here. Again, there's that chip with that gold stripe on it. I don't know what else is in there, but I'm going to leave it as it is and sell it like that. I will take those little chips out of there and just I probably got about another 20 pounds of right now, just from computers and stuff. So these things here, these motors, they're not like, I don't know what they're called, but they're not worth trying to sell on eBay, because you need the motor, and if you take the board off of it, it pretty much doesn't work. But what I did find is that base piece right here. That's aluminum. Heat sinks aluminum. The top cover, although it's steel, inside is a big copper spool. And let's see if I can find it here. I just threw it over here. I took it apart. So that's a pretty good copper spool there. And that I'll probably take out and process, or just throw it all on eBay, one big, lot, and let it go at that. Probably gonna do. God, I'm sorry, man. I got dust or some crap in my eye again. Depending on what the copper price is, I might just do it that way and sell it on eBay rather than try and take it down and recycle it. But that printer is giving me some, good material, good parts I didn't think were available. Other than that, that's about it for right now. I'm gonna do a scrap run tomorrow. I got a bunch of steel out there that I got to get rid of. Actually, it's becoming too overwhelming. I'm like walking on this much room to get through the side of my garage, and I need to clear that up. I mean, I'm not going to get a lot of money for it, but it's better than nothing. So anyways, like and subscribe. I'll get another video coming later on this week. This is Rob, Reseller Guy. Have a good night, guys.